Hi, Jessica. How you doing? Hey, I was reading your writing, and I hope you don't mind. I just want to take a 1 second here to address a couple of things. So the way that you describe this is that you you started looking for an image, and then you found an image you thought would work, and then started to compose or design your ad from there. Okay, and that in and of itself, I think, is kind of a little bit backwards. I think what you should be doing is on a sketch pad, start envisioning what you see in the ad, and let your mind start really taking it, and just keep drawing notes until you come up with a good representation of a little sketch of what your ad should look like. Then start looking for images, because otherwise you're letting this image that you found dictate the whole message that you should actually be dictating yourself. Do you see what I'm saying? I want to take that a step further, and I just want to show you this observation. Now, here's your ad that you talk about, and I am willing to bet money that this ad came before this one. Not only because it's numbered first, but only because this, at least it's well thought out. And I'm not saying the other one's not. I'm saying it's well thought out. It's you can tell some time went into this, whereas this just seems like a continuation of the first. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't see the care in this one that I see in this one. So I am definitely thinking this image came first. This idea came first. Where do we go from here? Okay, I definitely think this is a better ad. I think this is, having this like this askew like this is kind of creating this weird, almost like weird relationship between the land and the water, like almost like the boat's capsizing, you know what I mean? And since it is water, that kind of concerns me a little bit. This right here concerns me a lot. The baby, this just does not look safe to me. I don't, boy, that's a tough one. I know how we were. I mean, boy, you see your kid in water like that, and there's going to be some panic. And that's what I honestly, I did. When I opened this ad, the first thing I thought is, whoa, somebody should grab that kid. And I don't think that's the idea that the kind of the feel that you want your little guppies to represent. So I think for that reason, I think this is a more effective choice. Now, I just am saying that because I think the bottom is composed much better. I'm okay using this logo on the background because of the nature of your logo kind of almost requires. I do want to mention I wouldn't put this "Find the Guppy in You" anywhere near the logo. Let me back down on that. And in your style guide, you probably should have said that, things aren't, you have this safe, clear distance where other elements are allowed near your logo. Typically, nothing is allowed that close to a logo. So, plus you don't need it. It just looks like it's kind of forced. This type over here, I would definitely take this type and right align it, because since this is, I'm just a little concerned about this negative relationship right here. I would rather see this right aligned so you have this kind of solid right margin and this staggering left margin to kind of meet with this staggering left margin. I hope that makes sense. I think it would work better. Your type, I would not use this image. Pick another image. I think the concept is working. I think you've got the concept. Never too young to learn water safety. There's a million images. I can think of a million things that you can use, and I know you can too. So just start thinking about, this is your concept. Instead of starting with the image, this is your concept. They're never too young to learn water safety. Find some associated images and try those. I wouldn't use "when will you start." That's kind of challenging the viewer to the headline, and I don't think you want to do that. Don't center, left align, and left align your type. It looks much, much better. Center align is not a good way to compose type. And this right here, I think, might be a little bit too large as far as your type goes. Okay, so those are my recommendations. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to give me a holler. Okay, thanks. Good job.